Imagine waking up tomorrow. Nothing about your life has changed. You still have the same job, the same body, the same bank account, the same problems. But somehow, you walk differently. You speak without hesitation. You stop caring about what strangers think. You look people in the eyes. You finally feel confident. Now here's the disturbing part. That version of you has been possible all along. The only thing standing in the way was your brain. Because confidence isn't something you're born with. It isn't luck. It isn't charisma. And it definitely isn't reserved for a chosen few. Confidence is something your brain builds or destroys every single day. Most people spend their entire lives chasing confidence the wrong way. They believe confidence comes after success. When I get in shape, when I make more money, when people finally respect me, then I'll become confident. But psychology tells a very different story. Your brain doesn't wait for success before deciding who you are. It constantly creates predictions about you, based on the evidence you feed it. Every action, every decision, every excuse, quietly becomes another vote for your identity. And your identity shapes your confidence, not the other way around. Think about the last time you wanted to speak up, but stayed silent. Or the opportunity you didn't take, the conversation you avoided, the risk you convinced yourself wasn't worth it. In that moment, your brain wasn't trying to make you successful. It was trying to keep you safe. Because thousands of years ago, being rejected by your tribe wasn't embarrassing. It was dangerous. To your brain, social rejection once carried the same weight as physical danger. And although the world has changed, your biology hasn't. That's why your heart races before speaking in public. Why your hands shake before asking someone out. Why your stomach twists before taking a big risk. Your brain isn't asking, will this make me stronger? It's asking, will I survive this? Here's the trap. Every time fear wins, your brain writes down another piece of evidence. See? You're not that person. You're not confident. You're someone who avoids difficult situations. Over time, that story becomes your identity. And once your identity changes, your behavior follows automatically. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is simply protecting the person it believes you are. But here's what almost nobody realizes. The exact same system can work in your favor. The brain that learned fear can also learn confidence. And it starts with something surprisingly small. Imagine two people standing at the edge of the same challenge. One steps forward, the other freezes. From the outside, it looks like confidence. But inside the brain, something completely different is happening. The confident person isn't fearless. Their brain has simply collected enough evidence to predict, I've survived this before. That's all confidence really is. A prediction. Not a personality. Not a gift. A prediction built from your past actions. This is why confidence can never be built through motivation alone. Motivation is temporary. Confidence is memory. Every uncomfortable action you take, every difficult conversation, every workout you finish, every promise you keep becomes another piece of evidence your brain stores. Eventually, your identity begins to shift. You stop saying, I'm trying to become confident, and without even noticing, you become someone who acts confidently, because that's who your brain now believes you are. But here's where most people fail. They wait to feel confident before they act. When in reality, action is what creates confidence. It's one of the brain's greatest paradoxes. The feeling you're waiting for only arrives after you've done the thing you're afraid of, not before. Every confident person you've ever admired walked through uncertainty first, not because they enjoyed it, but because their brains slowly learned. That discomfort wasn't danger. It was growth. So the next time your heart starts racing, your hands begin to shake, or that voice in your head whispers, "You're not ready," remember this. That's not proof you can't do it. It's proof your brain is trying to protect the version of you it already knows. The question is, will you let your past decide your future? Or will you give your brain new evidence? Because every single time you choose courage over comfort, you cast another vote. Not for success, not for perfection, but for the person you're becoming. Confidence isn't found, it isn't given, and it isn't hidden inside some lucky few. It's built. One uncomfortable decision, one difficult conversation, one small act of courage at a time. Your brain is always learning. The only question is, what are you teaching it today?